Roller skate.
Welcome to Tush Twins, heard exclusively on malcolmpresents.com, a streaming
Well,
a streaming platform heard worldwide and internationally. Well, worldwide is internationally, and going to outer space. So we never
outer
know
space.
who we're reaching.
Yeah.
So all you extraterrestrial ETs, contact me at malcolmpresents at
I'm gonna.
gmail.com.
Well, at least you have a website, Malcolm.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, mine's been hijacked.
What
Uh-huh.
happened?
If you go to mine, you will see, like come back after the intermission, except
Right.
it's just I don't have a website anymore right now. So I'm gonna have to use yours. That's all I can say.
Mine or
Use mine.
oh, you can use both of ours.
Uh
pwollens@gmail.com.
that's your
Email
email.
address.
Not I'm not talking about email, I'm talking about web
Oh, my
page.
website? Oh,
You have a website?
yes, but it's a
Do you
real estate website.
Oh, no, no. I'm
It's
looking for anyone out there. I need a web person who can maintain and fix my site. If you know any web people with web
web
feet,
feet.
web feet, and if you know any dodo birds, let me know.
But
Know
anyway,
a
guys,
few of them.
this is not what we're going to talk about.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I try to walk my dog and I can't even get through on the bottom of my driveway because it is a solid sheet of ice right now. Not only that, I used to be able to just kind of go across and then go up to the woods. It's
Mm-hmm.
also ice on my lawn. So no matter which way I go, and it's not going to get warm anytime soon, I don't know how I'm going to get out of my house. I might just be
Climate
stuck.
change, climate change, climate
I,
change. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
anyway, it should be interesting. I'm just worried that
It's going to be
less,
10 degrees here tonight.
yeah, that's what they say. It's supposed to be something like that here, pretty close.
And Saturday,
Uh,
the high is going to be only 20.
I'm not going to tell you what the temperature is here,
Tell us.
Yeah,
but
I
but
dare you. Tell
It,
me.
it it's
but
One, no. Tell me.
it's completely overcast.
it's
No
going to
sun.
be oh, I feel bad.
Well, let me
It's
see. Let
I'm
gonna
me go to
sorry.
be it's going down to 18 here. So
according
you
to my computer. I'm actually
it's
my
gonna
cell phone. Oh,
it's gonna
actually,
be
it's 59 degrees here.
oh, wait a minute. It looks like snow. Snows are coming again.
Yes, Friday.
Snows are coming. And
Snows
they
are
said
coming, but it's
snow's
only
not a
supposed to be
coming.
shower. Only for me, 1 to 3 inches up here is like snow.
It's snow.
It's snow. It's not
It's
snow. It's snow.
anyway,
How many
well,
inches did you get,
Anyway,
Max?
we got about maybe close to 4, I'd say
anyway,
3.5.
speaking about Buffalo,
Yeah, Buffalo.
Yay!
Yay!
Buffalo,
Buffalo,
Buffalo.
Buffalo, Buff. We got the Bills.
tell me, I haven't heard. Why are they building a new stadium in Buffalo without a roof?
I thought they
Because
were
they're
building a
dodo
roof.
heads.
No roof.
They're building a stadium in Buffalo without a roof.
Without a roof.
Nah.
Yeah,
That makes zero sense on every level.
without
I
a roof.
mean,
Did you see? Well, this is
I thought they were spending billions on a new stadium, but without
they
a
are
roof.
without a roof.
I think one of the reasons why, because they get so much snow, the roof
Maybe
may
it
collapse
might
in,
cave in. They
cave
get two
in.
feet of snow. It could be
That's the only thing I could think of.
But couldn't they put a heater on the roof? You know, put it
It's
where
not
if it
enough.
snows,
The
it
snow
melts.
that they have is too extensive.
The-
But they should move it to the other side of Buffalo because they get less snow because they're not near the lake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
would it make sense to put it somewhere where it's not going to be
yeah, like in California or Florida.
No, like in Queens or Brooklyn.
Yeah, well, then they wouldn't be called the Buffalo Bills. They'd be
No,
called the
no,
They're
Brighton
no.
called the
Bills.
New York, they'll be the New York Buffalo
Yeah,
Bills.
but the New York Giants and the
They
New
play in
York
Jersey.
Jets play in Jersey.
Yeah.
I know. So the only team that plays in New York are the Buffalo Bills. So,
Well, yeah, well,
I
not,
mean,
yeah, uh,
well,
the New York Rangers play in New York, and the New York,
Yes.
but the only
right.
football teams,
No, the
The only
football
football
teams, the two football teams play in New Jersey,
New
the
Jersey.
Giants and the Jets. And the only
team
football team
that
that
plays
plays
in New
in
York State on soil
Right.
of New York
But
is
is the
the
Buffalo
Bills.
Bills.
but I remember when I lived in New York, and even now,
Mhm.
I mean, New York basically was more the five boroughs. If you lived in Buffalo or Syracuse, that wasn't New York. That's a different world.
Go tell them that. Um,
It's still New
yeah,
York.
it's New York. I mean, it's New
It's New
York
York.
State. It's not far from
Not New
Niagara
York
Westchester's
City.
New
Falls.
York. It's
Yeah. I mean, I live in New
it's New
York.
York.
I'm sorry. I'm in
I live
Yeah,
Westchester.
in Jersey. I live in New Jersey,
Jersey.
You're a Jersey
but
girl.
my heart belongs to New York.
Yeah, you're a city kid. I still can't believe you live in Bum Freak. Oh well. What you gonna do when they come
But
for
anyway,
you?
what did you think of the
Run
game?
away, run away.
Run.
You're a big Buffalo fan, aren't you?
I am a tremendous, I've been a Buffalo fan for
For a
over
long
30 some
time.
odd years.
Yeah.
How come?
About
They play in New
34
York. That's
years.
why.
New York. New
Yeah,
York.
New York. But the question is, why Buffalo? When you
Because
have
they
the
play in New
Giants and
York.
the Giants and
Yeah,
the
but they
Jets.
left New
We,
York.
we just
They
explained
left.
this.
They left New York.
They
I'm
play in New
still a Jet,
Jersey. They play in New
I'm still a
Jersey.
Jet fan, and I'm still a New
J-
York
J-
Giant fan. But
But
they're now 1, 2, and 3. My team is Buffalo
That's
because
right.
it's a New York team, and even though I live in New Jersey, I still have my heart in Brooklyn or New
in
York.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Brooklyn
Well,
or
well,
New York
we
City.
got we got the
That's my
Nets,
life.
but
Yeah.
Buffalo, I mean, the NFL, since they play into the winter outdoors,
Mhm.
um, climate change is affecting what's going on because I mean, yeah, they've always gotten like colder weather, but some of this is just
It's
insane.
outrageous.
So they got they said that they had to postpone the game, right? Because of
Yes.
the blizzard. And there was 2 feet of snow, some areas 3 feet. And
Mm-hmm.
they said it was 41.3 inches in Hamburg. Hamburg.
Hamburg.
That's not New Jersey. Hamburg, New York.
New York.
In
And
Hamburg, Germany?
Hamburg
There's
is
a
also
Hamburg
Germany.
in New Jersey, and where
Right.
I am
You're right
in,
there. You're right.
I'm right in Hamburg.
Right.
Hamburg, Hardington are basically the same, and
Right.
Hamburg, New York,
Mm-hmm.
which is up north.
Right. Right. I mean, they changed the day to Monday and they conferred with our Governor Hochul because it was just dangerous for anyone to drive on the road. I mean, it was a state of emergency. So how are you going to get all these people into the
Did you see
stadium?
the news reels, the news shots of them? I saw that. I was in California here, and it was a blizzard. You couldn't see.
Right.
Couldn't see.
It was about
Right.
18 feet of snow.
It was ridiculous.
Trucks went off the road. They
Yeah.
closed the highway.
Yeah, and there was no, obviously no air traffic, no nothing. And then I think they asked people to help clear the stadium.
They
Yeah,
did.
Okay. So my question is they scored a touchdown and the first time I saw fans throwing snowballs.
yeah.
Yes, that was that great.
Now did they leave like snow underneath the seat so they can throw snow? I mean, how did that
N-
even
They told people there was going to be a snowball fight, and
Oh,
there was.
but they had to leave snow there. I
They
mean,
had
they
to leave
didn't.
snow because they couldn't get all. They just
I
brushed the seats off.
yeah.
Right, so under the seats,
Under the
more
See,
than
seats was
likely,
snow.
right, so they were able to take the snow, make a snowball, and every time they got a touchdown, you'd see
Mm.
thousands of people throwing snowballs. That that was
Yeah.
kind of funny.
I,
And and Buffalo won, by the
yeah,
way.
Yay.
And they
and
play
they're
I
playing,
had
Kansas
no
City.
voice for
and
2
they're playing
days.
Detroit. They're playing, I think, Detroit.
Are
They're
they?
playing on
Saturday
they're
or Sunday.
playing Sunday at 4:30.
The Lions?
The
Are they playing
Lions,
The
eat
that? You
Lions.
my
mean
foot off.
the Buffalo Bills are playing the Lions? The
Yeah.
I'll tell you in
Buffalo
a
versus the
second.
Lion? Who wins in a contest of a Buffalo
No,
versus
it's
Lion?
not the Lions. It's
It's
not the
not the
Lions. They don't
Lions?
play the Lions.
Who
Who are
No.
they
they
play?
playing?
I'll tell you in a second. They're playing the Chiefs.
Oh, they're
That's right.
playing the
They're playing the
Oh,
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Now,
Ooh.
the Lions are playing the Buccaneers. But here's the thing with with the Bills and the Chiefs. That first of all, we're playing at home base. Yay, Buffalo. But
It's
we're
not a
both
blizzard
11.
again. It's like,
I hope not, but it's 11-6. We have the same statistics. We
oh,
have the same stats, and Buffalo is -3. They have to win by.
yeah, but you could,
Yeah,
because
but I
the
mean,
Chiefs have
plus to win by 3 more points.
because the
mhm,
Chiefs have Taylor Swift.
right. Well, we have buffalo
We
sauce.
have
We
we
have
have
hot wing
digs.
sauce.
We
We
have
have
digs.
we have hot wing sauce. Hot
We
sauce.
have
Buffalo,
Allen.
Buffalo. We have Allen and
Yes,
Christy
Josh
and the
Allen. Woo,
oh, Josh
woo,
Allen. We also have
woo.
Allen and Christy who are big fans, our friends. And they
Yes,
also
they
are
are.
And they live in Buffalo?
big they no, they
They
live
live in
in
Rochester.
Canandaigua. No,
So,
Canandaigua.
Well,
And
outside of Rochester.
they live
how
outside
far is
of
Buffalo away from you guys? How far is it away from you?
from us.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It's
about
good.
4.5, 5 hours
Oh,
from me.
So you're going?
no, it's like
No, I'm
that's
not
all it
stupid.
is. No, it's
Yeah,
got to be more than that.
maybe. I
Buffalo?
don't know.
No, no, no,
I'll
no, no,
tell
no, no.
I'll
Buffalo's
tell you in a second.
if it's 5 hours to the Finger Lakes and then another at least minimally 2 to Buffalo, that's 7 right there. And I don't think you're that much ahead, but who knows? I don't know. You're in a different location. So, but for me,
I'm
it's
in a
almost like
different
7 hours, 6, 7, 6:30.
location.
I've never been to Buffalo.
You've never been to Buffalo? Kind
I've
of New
never
York. Wait a minute. Did you ever go to Niagara Falls?
never been to Niagara Falls.
Slowly
And
I
No.
slowly I
turn,
turn.
step
Niagara Falls
by
goes right
step.
through. You have to go through Buffalo.
I have never been to Syracuse. The farthest I've been to is Albany.
I've been to Syracuse. They have the speaking of nice warm weather, they have the New York State
Okay,
Fair
for me
there.
to get to Buffalo is
Hmm.
5 hours and 41 minutes.
Okay, so it's closer to 6.
And now it's with you have to do it in a dog sled.
Yeah, I would not go.
Definitely.
Going to Buffalo in the winter, you have to be out of your freaking gourd. There's no
Well,
way.
this is why I just watch the games. And people go, why, if you're such a fan, why don't you go there? Because I'm a fan and I like to see everything and I don't want to be stupid and
Wait a
cold.
minute, because you have a brain and you don't want to
I have
freeze
a
your butt off.
brain
You want to freeze your blooming arse
and I
off.
like watching it on TV and I like to hear the commentaries and all that.
Well, it's
Yes.
exciting to be at the game, but let's
I would
face it.
love to be at a game in the
Collectively.
Uh,
beginning of the
I don't
season
want to be
or
at
a
a
heat
game
wave.
that's 9 minus 10 degrees. I mean, I'm not
N-
going to a
n-
Not
n-
game.
doing
n-
it.
But you know what the secret is? I'll tell you the secret.
It's
What?
snowing there
Listen
now and
closely.
17 degrees.
No, the secret is Southern comfort.
Oh, you mean bring a bottle
Mm-hmm.
with
Yeah,
you?
I used to go to the
They
Giant
Yeah.
don't
games.
let that in anymore
They,
unless you
anymore,
go
I used to
by
I used to go to Giant games, New York Giant games,
right.
and it was like 20 degrees, 15 degrees, and you're all bundled up. But you take out the flask,
Yeah,
and
well,
you're drinking Southern Comfort by the second half
quarter.
or second
You're
quarter,
fine.
second
You
half.
feel
You
nothing.
don't know who's winning. In fact, you don't
Well,
even care who's winning.
but Sunday is going to be about the same temperature as it here in New York and New Jersey. Well, New Jersey, upstate New Jersey and upstate New York. It's going to be 23 to 22 are the highs in
Mhm.
Buffalo.
Well, that's not that
And
bad for
that's not, it's
football.
like it here. It's going to
They're
be 20 is the high
Well,
here on
that's bad.
Saturday.
It's not bad if you're playing and you go to the sidelines and you have your gloves and you have the heaters and you're active. But it's bad when you're in the
a
stands and
fan
you have
just
to
sitting there.
sit still.
No, you
Yeah,
have
we
to
could
keep moving and
just
dancing.
Yeah.
just ask Dennis about Punxsutawney.
Oh, yeah. My
He'll tell
husband,
you.
Oh yeah.
no.
We're
we heard
getting
that
close to
story.
Groundhog Day. We're counting down the
Well,
days. Oh boy,
Yeah,
oh,
we
counting
heard
down
that
the days.
story on last year's show.
We'll hear it
yes, we're
every
gonna
year. Trust me.
Every,
every year. You'll
That's it.
think you're back in
Right.
Groundhog's Day,
You think right.
over and
yeah,
over.
that
Well,
was a good movie. I like
we
that movie.
already
Did you?
started with our
That's my
right?
yes, I have all my groundhogs out on my fireplace. I have them. I have mine. They're all
Mine's
downstairs.
already. Here he
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all
is.
decorating. People come into my house and the
This is
first thing they
Goober the
see is
Greyhound. Goober.
No,
Goober.
He's Goober.
what
I
else did
just
you
Hi,
guys
figured.
want
Goober.
to talk about today? We talked about football. We're
Well,
rooting
I
for
was
We're
thinking
Buffalo.
talking about
about
the weather.
snow, I mean, New York City, Central Park did not have snow for over 700 days, measurable snow.
That's
So it
about
was
three and a
big
half
news
years.
yesterday
Two and
when
a
it
half
got
years.
1.4 inches of
2 years.
snow in
Yeah.
Central Park.
They call that
Which
significant.
right, I mean, 1.4 inches of snow was a big deal because they had no snow in the previous over 2 years.
Mm.
2 years,
Now.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And even
crazy.
then, it wasn't that much.
I
And the
love the
last
first. Yeah.
one, but the last big snow I remember was on my birthday. I
Oh yeah,
was
I remember.
40 years old, and we got like 25 inches
We were
of
supposed to have a
snow.
party. We were supposed to
Yes,
go
we
to
had
at the
reservations
racetrack or something. Where
at
did
the
we have
racetrack,
reservation?
the
Right,
Meadowlands, at the
right,
Pegasus
exactly.
restaurant for my
Right.
40th birthday.
Yep. And
And
we were all set to
we
go.
called and they said, well, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to charge your card $25 a person for not showing up, not giving us 2 days notice. He goes, let me speak to the manager. Well, he's not here. He couldn't get in because of the snow.
Oh, of course.
So Dennis goes, you charge my card, I'll sue you. He hangs up and they close the racetrack anyway that day.
Yeah.
Right, of course. This is called stupid people doing
Yeah, but
stupid
I
things.
used to love. I lived off of Central Park West,
Mm-hmm.
and when it snowed, I loved it because I would wake up in the morning and
It was
I'd
like
run
being
out
in
to
a
the
different
park with my
place.
boots,
Right.
and there were
Mm-hmm.
no tracks. It was clear snow at parts of it, and I used to run in the snow, and I would, I was, in my 30s, but it was like I would, was an adventurer. This was new territory where a man had never stepped before.
Right.
And I was exploring, and it was so much fun. The second day when it was slush, forget about it.
This
Right.
is how beautiful it is by me.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
pretty.
backyard, the
Mm.
golf course. But just stopped snowing and the pink sky.
Now, are you
We
on the
get
golf course?
right on the golf
They're on
course.
the golf course.
What hole?
7,
7?
right on the
You ever
seventh hole.
get a golf ball through the window?
No,
My boy.
no, no. But my
Uh,
neighbors down the block have tons of them. I get about 100 golf cart in my backyard and on my deck. And
yeah.
my building keeps getting knocked and they have to keep repairing it. But
Yeah.
I've not had a window broken yet.
What's the par on the course?
That's a par 5.
Oh, on your hole, par
That's a
5.
hole, that whole par 5.
Right.
It's one of the hardest courses in the East Coast to play. Matter of fact, the college tournaments, the whole East Coast play
Uh-huh.
there, and they have to walk the course. They can't even drive, and we have so many hills, and it's
What
one
it,
of the longest courses, but they have to
wow.
walk the
Do,
course.
do they have any major
They have to
tournaments there?
walk the course. There's
Yes,
no
the college tournaments, and they have major tournaments here. But we have 5 golf courses on property.
wow.
Yes.
Wow.
3 just on my property and 1 down the road and 1 around the
Mm.
corner. But it's all part of us.
And you play those courses?
I played every single one.
And what's your average score? When you keep
I don't
score?
want to talk. I keep
Uh,
score. My handicap is a 32. So
My handicap is the golf clubs.
my handicap
yes.
is just walking on the golf course. It's like
But
I don't
this
mind.
year it should be better. But I like having a 32 because I get to win more.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if I tell you this story. I played golf when I was about 16, 17. And there was only one course in Brooklyn that it was Dyker Beach.
Yes.
And on the weekend, if you weren't at Dyker, reserving your spot, it was like, at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, you wouldn't get to play.
Oh, I know. I remember those people, but that was for the rich people. I couldn't afford to play. I
Yeah,
couldn't afford to play golf. I couldn't afford the clubs.
yeah,
But then again, I never wanted to play golf
oh,
then.
I used my brother's clubs. But the thing was, that's about the time I discovered women or girls. And I used to play on, the day I could afford it with either Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
And of course, that means I couldn't come home at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and wake up, sleep an hour and play golf.
Yep.
So
I
I
do
think
that. I play at 6.
yeah, my dating life won over my
Suffered.
yeah. No, my dating life won over my golf life. So I stopped playing golf.
They play golf here. As soon as it turns 33 degrees, everyone is out playing golf
And
in
as soon
winter
as this
clothes, and they're
Today?
out there all year round.
Not now.
Yeah, not today. No, there's too
no,
much snow on the course. But
well
they're expecting 40s next week and rain, so it'll all be washed away,
Mm.
and they'll be out there playing golf. I'll be there
You're crazy. You're gonna go play golf on
yeah,
that
it's
in
a fun
40
in the
game.
degree
40s. Yeah,
in the
yeah, I play
40s?
golf in the 40s.
Did
They
you
have
did,
special winter golf
yeah, did
gloves.
you carry a hand warmer or
I have hand warmers I put in my special golf gloves. I
and you
have
have a
feet
portable heater?
warmers. No, I don't have a heater for my golf court club. I don't have a heater because I use the
The golf
carts from
cart?
yeah, from the club.
Do you ever carry? Do you ever take your golf clubs, in the little carts or walk the
That's how I
course?
do it in the carts. I play in the carts all the time.
You play in
So
the
Maxine's
carts?
gonna
What is
come
that?
play this spring with me.
I'm gonna come play?
Yes, I'm gonna
Okay.
have you come play golf with me.
You're
Sounds
gonna
like
leave her at the 19th hole,
I
but
the
she's not
only
a drinker.
the only hole I
Neither
have
am I.
is an arse.
Horse,
Horse.
horse,
Woo.
horse.
Well, speaking of winter, I was trying to
Yeah,
kind of go back to days in Brooklyn and Coney and Brighton. I mean, when it snowed and it was like blizzards, we didn't get snow days.
we
We
never
walked the
got. We got
freaking
one
snow.
snow
I
day.
think we
I
got one
remember.
snow day one time. It
It
was
was in
really bad.
it was in ninth grade.
Yeah, it's just
That was it because the trains were down and the buses weren't running.
right.
That was junior high.
Yeah, and we would walk down Neptune Avenue and just meet up.
Yeah.
It'd be snowing, and it wouldn't again. We go to school. Put your galoshes on.
Your
And
So
we were allowed
galoshes.
to wear jeans and not jeans, but slacks on snow days.
right, if it was snow, you could wear. You didn't have to wear
Pants,
your. Yeah, it was.
skirts.
We didn't have to wear skirts or whatever the hell we wore. But it's just. God, it's never a dull
Yeah, we
moment
never had a snow day. They had a snow day
in
yesterday, which is to me
in the
ridiculous.
city.
No, here in
They had a snow day. It was the roads
Jersey.
were really bad. The roads, it was dangerous.
The roads were horrible yesterday. They're
And
horrible
you,
today.
it's not only the kids, but it's the teachers who have to get there. When it's like that, you got to use common sense. I mean,
In the
yeah,
city, people walk, so most of the time they walk to school.
right. Well, if you're in like Minnesota,
In
and
Minnesota,
Well,
they
that's
they
somebody is from Minnesota and they moved here in my neighborhood and they were aghast, I say, that they closed schools. Well,
mm,
Minnesota, it could be 2 feet in their school. And I'm like, and I said, way back, hey, in Bug Tussle, maybe, I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, but in Minnesota they have sleds where they
Yeah.
have
They also
with
have
horses.
they also have huskies. It's like
we
they go
used to sleigh all the time. We used to take our sleds down. You know, Suey. We used to
yeah,
go down
well, Sue.
Suey all the time.
Suey was the only thing about Suey, the reason it was called suicide is because if you went over, you'd go into it was
The
on the exit
Bell
ramp of the
Parkway.
Belt Parkway, and cars are coming off, and you're going down this kind of small hill, but if you picked up enough speed, you could potentially go off into the
Highway.
And
highway
And no
Julia,
one
onto the
ever did.
do you know why
no,
they
no
call
one
it the
ever
Belt?
did.
Do you know why they call it the Belt Parkway?
because it was
Why?
built around Brooklyn.
It built around Brooklyn. They built that during, I think, World War II, because this was a
Yep.
way of if we were being invaded, this was a way of getting troops around.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Because that's a
crazy.
whole area that was the around there was the entrance to the New York Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah,
and they had a
what I
lot of
used
water. It was all on the water.
yeah what I used to love, like when I was a kid living in Coney, uh, on foggy
Coney. When
days.
I was a kid living in Coney.
While a kid living
Coney.
on foggy days, they probably still have that now. All the big boats come into New York Harbor here, dude, the foghorns,
Yeah.
and also the buoys they had, that what we used to call the bellboys.
Mm-hmm.
They had the
Bell.
bells that marked the harbor, and the
The
waves
Yep,
would
I
buoy.
hit it,
remember the
ding,
buoys.
ding,
Was it
ding.
Baba Buoy?
Baba Booey.
Papa
Baba
buoy.
Buoy.
Baba
Uh,
Booey.
that would be funny. But we also took we took the dogs to the beach. The beach in the
Yes,
snow
we did.
was really cool. It was quiet, and I mean there was snow, but not along the shore because the water would come up. But it was just so peaceful, and we could let our dogs run, which we couldn't
Right.
do by our house.
During,
We couldn't. No
right.
one let their dog run in Brooklyn anywhere because there was nowhere to go except traffic. But if it was a snowy day or snow after day after, you could take your dog on the
Up to
beach
the beach. Yeah.
and the dogs would run around. It was awesome. Sparky one loved that.
I lived
Yeah,
And
Alfie
Alfie, we
used to
took
love it. Oh
Alfie.
my
Yeah.
gosh. But she used to love to run into the water.
Yeah, it's a wacko dog.
well, the water was
No, she was a good
in
dog.
the wintertime, the water is warmer because
It is warmer, and Brighton Beach
it
was
retained the heat of
the
the summer.
heat. Hmm.
Did
We were 5 to 6 degrees warmer than the city in
mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm.
summer, and 5, 6 degrees cooler
No, the
in the summer.
reverse.
I mean,
In
winter, we
the
were
Winter.
winter, cooler in the
warmer in the
summer.
winter. In the summer, we were 5, 6 degrees
Because
Yeah,
cooler because of the
the
ocean
breeze, the
breezes.
ocean breeze.
and it still is.
Right. And I
Yeah,
remember I remember we would walk to Nathan's in the
yeah,
winter
always walk
and we'd be eating fries and dogs in the
And
cold,
in the
cold
cold.
weather.
you ate the dogs?
The dogs, not my
The
dogs,
hot
but the hot
diggities.
diggity dogs. The Nathan's
We used to
doggies with
walk this, and
mustard and yeah,
ketchup,
mustard,
ketchup,
mustard,
ketchup. But I
mustard.
didn't eat the hot dogs. I always ate the hamburgers or the chicken chow mein sandwiches.
Chicken chow mein.
Charmaine.
Chow mein.
Charmaine, excuse me, it's chicken
Charmaine on a
charmaine.
bun. Yeah, I gotta get me some Charmaine and stick it on a bun. So we'll
And
see.
mail it to
Hey, it
me.
was good at my house that
No,
day.
we're
We
gonna
should.
mail it to you. We're gonna mail. Listen, it's real simple. Go to your a Chinese
Well,
restaurant in your area, get some chow mein or charmaine. Get a
charmaine.
get a
Go to
hamburger bun.
Foo's. Foo's actually
Oh,
has good
Foo's.
chicken
Right, Foo's has
charmaine.
good chicken chow mein, and yeah,
Yeah,
go to
but
Foo.
who said Nathan's chicken chow mein was good?
It was
It's something
excellent.
we were used to. It was basically, the onions.
No, it had a chow. I mean,
A lot of chicken.
It had chow mein. I mean, it did have stuff in it like you would get in a Chinese restaurant because
Restaurant.
that's where the guy saw it because it was in a Chinese restaurant.
and the
Yeah.
crispy noodles.
Yes, the
Yes.
crispy noodles are the key
Mhm.
to everything. The key
I
to
Who
was
was
life.
gonna
here?
have London broil tonight. I think I'm gonna go get some chicken chow mein.
My
There you
favorite time
go.
to go to Nathan's is in the winter time, about 2 o'clock in the morning, when it was
Oh, been there,
freezing.
done that.
Yeah, the guys would meet after dates and
Yeah,
go indoors because they had the
the
sliding glass
inside,
doors.
right? The
Yep,
sliding doors. Yeah, yeah. On the
that's where they had the seafood and whatchamacallit,
frog's
the
legs,
drinks.
frog legs. They had beer.
Boxing.
They had beer.
Beer.
They had
Beer
beer.
here.
Beer on
Hot
tap.
conditions beer here.
Beer and then they had in the summer. I remember the hot corn. They had the hot
Well,
corn.
hot corn was across that little alley.
A
They
little
had the
Right.
hot
alley. It
The
corn.
wasn't
alley that you'd
Nathan's, it
go
was
up and it was
across
on part of
from.
Nathan's. Yeah, yeah,
Right,
it was right there.
It
where
was,
they had
but
the
it wasn't
scooters.
in Nathan's
No,
itself.
where they had the scooters. Remember the
Mm,
scooters?
Yeah, yeah,
The bumper cars.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
But I
they
used to
also
go
have
into Nathan's into the restaurant. Do you remember that, Max?
mm-hmm.
My parents
Well,
would take us out for
you
dinner.
could sit down there. It was a small restaurant.
Yes, and the
Right.
old guy, this one guy, as I was a kid, he was always there, this old waiter. And then when the last weekend it was closing, we went, he was there, but he was walking very slow. Same
Hmm.
guy.
Wow. That's
Anyway,
crazy.
guys, do you realize our 30 minutes are up?
Oh man,
Oh man, I'm
that
talking
went
about
too
snow.
fast.
Yeah.
That went quick. I can't
Wait,
even take my
wait,
dog for a
wait.
whiz, because if I do, I'll take a flying leap. So my dog is, I don't know what I'm gonna do with her.
Well, your dogs don't you have, what we used to have is what's called the pish temple.
The what?
The pish temple.
The Pish
What's
Temple?
that?
Right, when I was a kid
You were a
and
kid? No.
and it was cold, we had this glass bowl underneath my bed. So
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
I wouldn't have to go to the bathroom
well,
Oy
and go into
vey.
the little glass bowl.
my doggy,
Oh,
my doggy doesn't have that. She
I,
was very
they
upset.
call it a pish temple,
She
or a
was
no.
temple is like a bowl.
she was actually slipping. I just tried to get her out before we went on, and she was actually slipping, and I was almost slipping, and we looked at each other, and she looked at me, I looked at her, I said, it ain't working,
Yeah.
cause
Get the cleats. Go
I gotta
find your
find
cleats or go order them.
I'm gonna go
You have
find them.
dog. Hey, I think doggy cleats,
No, I don't
so
No,
they
the
think
wouldn't
so.
cleats
slip.
work because I fell once and I've been wearing cleats
Yeah,
ever
ever since.
since then.
Anyway, guys, be
I gotta
careful.
find her.
Shalom.
Keep warm.
All right, keep warm,
You too.
stay
I'm so
And
well.
sorry you're 65 degrees there.
Yeah,
and
wah, wah,
and maybe
wah.
it'll be warmer next week.
Oh, it's
But
good for me.
be careful, don't slip, and get Max the cleats, or you
Yeah,
find them.
I'll have to.
Find them, otherwise I'll order them for you.
I think I know. Let me see. I think
They're
I'm
on Amazon.
gonna.
Okay.
I know. I think
Uh,
I gotta
okay.
check a closet one
And
first.
next week, come back to malcolmpresents.com and listen
Right,
to the new week of Tush Twins.
Tush
Bye.
Twins. All right,
Twin.
Tush Twins hanging,
Shalom.
signing off.